Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
Hey y'all, welcome to my episode 9 predictions video live. I'm sorry, I know I'm a little late or whatever. This is going to be the full breakdown of episode 9 with the predictions. I was going through the comment section and I was like, yo, I could make a video or I can get everybody on here and we can chop it up together. So that's what I decided to do because there's so many different things. And I have some ideas in mind for my predictions, but I'm also on the fence about a few things. So I was like, let's talk about it in the live. Like, let's talk about it all together as a family. We all friends. How y'all doing? How's your day? I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. We almost there. It's Thursday, Friday's tomorrow. We got one more week, y'all. We got about 10 more days until episode 9. So let's talk a little bit about it. But before we do that, I want to go into the live chat. Shout out to all of y'all that are on here live. If you're watching the replay, I still love you too. But I want to show a little love to everyone in the live chat right now. If you're in the live chat, give me some Thunderbolt emojis. We've been lighting up the Thunderbolt emojis in the video comments. So give me some Thunderbolts. Let me know that you're with me. You're live. I'm going to shout some of y'all out. Hey. We got Celicia, Monet's channel, Melanie Martinez. Hey, girl. Jalyn Taylor. Madison, hey, come on, OGs. Nicole Squad. Nicole Squad be like, look, I'm going to be first every video, and y'all be trying, my good sis. But hey, girl. Yes, Brianna. Oh, my goodness, so many. Isis, Lily, Evan. Beauty Rush 22. So we went through my amazing team, y'all. Shout out to a team. Get you a squad, right? Get you a squad that's going to hold you down because these All American videos do not just be coming from Erica alone. My team has really held me down. At the end of this video, I'm going to give y'all the full credit so y'all can see all that goes, who's all behind what goes on behind the scenes. But we actually went through the comment section of some previous videos and we got some special things. We incorporated you guys into this video. So you're going to see a little shout out, a little love. Josephine, hey girl. Kendall, Emily. But before I getting distracted, y'all. I'm like so excited. Y'all lighting up the comment section, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all my people's up in here. But I want to give a shout out before we actually get started to Team Vane. We have Abby who is handling the control room and holding me down, and I be stressing her out, y'all. I be stressing Abby all the way out. I be like, Abby, I want to do a live in 30 minutes and I want flying streamers and neon signs and all of the things. And then I got Maya. Y'all know Maya. Show Maya some love. Give Maya some hearts in the comment section or in the live, y'all. Give Maya some love in the comments, the little live. Maya is holding down ericavane.com on Instagram, on Twitter. She is the manager of all the social media for ericavane.com. And she's the one who's like, you need to go look at this person's DM. So-and-so said this. You ain't replied yet. What about this? Let's loop this in. And she, as well as Juliana T, went through the comment section and helped pull a lot of things. So I make sure I can show y'all some love. Look at all these hearts, Maya. See, they holding you down, girl. They got you. Yes. And then in the video department, so under Abby, we have another amazing Juliana or Jay. Can y'all pop into the chat so that they can know who you are? We got Juliana, or I call her Jay, but it's Juliana Lasordo. And Emily A. Y'all see it in the description box when it says video edited by. They are part of the team that helps me edit all of my videos, and they are on this chat live with us right now, y'all. So show them some love. Yes, come on, the claps, all the hearts. I love y'all. Y'all are so amazing. We really, really have nope. I'm sorry. One of y'all corrected me in my last video comments. We have the best All-American community. Not one of the best. Erica, get it right, girl. Don't be out here trying to give anybody any chances or whatever. We are the best. We have the best community. You guys have the best conversation. The way we interact with each other, the way that we go back and forth and kick around ideas, I just love it. So shout out to y'all. And with that said, showing y'all some more love, let's get into some of the predictions that you all have placed on some of my previous videos. First up, Brittany Davis. I think I think Liv runs away during the game at Beverly. Jordan comes out after the game, tells their mom that his car is gone and they can't find Liv. I also think Liv tries to throw the alcohol away in the trash while at the game, but then she goes back and digs it out of the trash and starts drinking again. I think Liv is stressed and begins to really break down when her secrets are exposed. And that was from Brittany Davis. Thank you so much for your comment, Brittany. I, I I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Y'all know I'm stressed. Y'all know I'm freaking stressed about this trailer. It came out of nowhere. But I will say that I think I might agree. We do have that moment where she is dumping out the alcohol or kind of going back and forth. And that really mirrors the moment that she had right before Jordan ran into the bathroom and she was about to do the same thing. And we're gonna talk about this in this video. What I'm struggling with is like, why is she drinking? Like the secret coming out could be a thing that helps her break down and like now the secret is exposed, like you said. But then it's like, well, why were you drinking before all of this? Like it's almost like a catch 22 or like the chicken before the egg. But anyway, I love your comment. Thank you so much, Brittany. Next comment we have is from Evan Middlebrooks. Liv would have outed him if the shoe was on the other foot too, though. So I think that she preferred just to not say it herself. Like when she wanted her mom to open the drug test results, she wants someone to know without saying it out of her mouth. And I think the missed calls are from when she goes missing. I get that. Like I really totally understand that. And I guess I kind of agree. But then I think it back to me of, well, why did you start to begin with? Like what happened, girl, that actually triggered this relapse from like way before in the summer? But I can totally see what you're saying in reference to she doesn't want to actually admit it, which is it could be a huge thing. Like addiction is tough. That's something that it's chemical, it's biological, it's mental, and it is very, very heavy. So I can totally get that she doesn't want to. It would be a lot to be able to admit that out to anybody else, which I agree. I think I'm just struggling with why she started to begin with. And then, yeah, the missed calls are definitely from when she goes missing. And in my breakdown for the trailer, I believe I said that Spencer was calling her. I do still believe that Spencer was calling her. I don't believe that she was calling him. And I was going through some of the comments, and some people were like, "No, this is from her calling him, and he's decided to choose himself." Spencer, he coming to Jesus, y'all. Like Grace is gathering him, Dr. Spears is gathering him, but he ain't at the place where he ain't gonna answer a lit phone call. Like let's be honest, he ain't at that place just yet. All right, next comment is from Tierra Parker. Also, he has the same hoodie and shirt on as the scene he was crying in the living room and when he is in Billy's office getting cursed out. He may have went to school and him and Liv broke up that night. All right, so I actually have a whole portion of this video that we're doing right now. Shout out to you, Tierra, for your comment. Thank you, girl. I have a whole portion of this video where I'm going to dedicate it to the timeline because I ain't gonna lie, I am struggling with the timeline. I'm struggling with what episode 9, 10, and 11 are going to look like because Spencer is wearing this damn hoodie for so long. I'm like, this all can't be in one episode. The trailer that we got, the Feel the Pain trailer, is not just the trailer for episode 9. However, most of the content in the Feel the Pain trailer is from episode 9. So it's really kind of hard to figure out where the like line is or where the delineation is. And I think honestly, where I'm at, I'm like 80% sure that we're going to see a carryover. So y'all know how like with the cabin episode and the Vegas episode, there was a carryover of like Spencer and Layla in the actual house. So it's ended with the cabin episode, and then we went to Vegas and we got to see the fallout, and they did the flashback. We still got a little bit, just a little bit of that previous episode in that next episode. I think that's what's going to happen as well with 9 and 10, which is why we see Spencer in this hoodie for so long, because some of the events are going to lapse. And I haven't figured out yet if they're going to flash back, like a quick flashback to the dinner to explain how, when everybody's looking for Olivia and she's disappeared, to explain how everybody came to the understanding that she's relapsed, and then showing Spencer at the dinner table, or if they're just going to play that straight through and then we're going to get to see that. But if that's the case, then if they don't do it as a flashback and like rearrange the order, then it's going to be weird, because that means that Laura doesn't start to look for her until the end of episode 9 and going into episode 10. And then we do know, like, all of y'all have come in the comment section like, Erica, we know, girl, we know that episode 10 is Homecoming. And I do believe that y'all right. I was on the fence for a little bit, but I do believe that episode 10 is Homecoming. So we know that that's going to be the major thing of it. So I don't necessarily believe anymore that they're going to drag this out, but I do think we're going to get little pieces, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments or in the live chat if it makes sense, y'all. And I want to go back to a comment from Neferteria, I believe. Neferteria Behling. Could her drinking be the effect of her not fully recovering from her trauma from the shooting? What do y'all think? What y'all think in the comments or in the chat? Tell me, do y'all think that she's drinking because of the shooting? Because I just feel like at this point, we didn't get to see anything about her really, except for her not sleeping at night after the shooting. So they kind of played it off like she was fine, or not that she was fine, but just that it hadn't affected her that much. So the fact that we are now 8 months in and we're starting to see this big thing, I'm wondering what, well, if that is the case, if she hasn't recovered from the trauma from the shooting, then they didn't do a good job of planting the seeds of her PTSD or of actually communicating what happens. Not that she needed to have an immediate nervous breakdown or anything like that, but they weren't clear about that. Probably, Giffy says it's probably 30% from the shooting. It could be, yes. She's too complicated. Danny says she's too complicated. Yeah, what do y'all think? Nathan said, Liv always thinks she's okay. Z, that's part of it. I agree. Z, I agree that the shooting could be part of it, but I have said this probably for the last 10 videos that I've talked about Olivia and what she got going on, and y'all was like, Erica is just so hard on Olivia. Erica ain't got no grace for Olivia. I have been saying that there's something bigger at work yet, and I need the writers to get on with it. Like, what are we doing? Y'all gonna have to tell us something. B-Dub said, is it a writing error? I don't think it was Asher and Vanessa. Y'all think it's Asher and Vanessa that's weighing on her? I don't think Liv cares. But that could just be because I don't care about them. Nope. Okay. All right. So next comment. We're still on y'all's predictions. And this one's from Instagram. At smendez02 said, I feel like maybe that's why Liv disappears. She goes to track Leslie down. Y'all have been coming for my head like I'm Leslie. Like, y'all have been asking me to do a video on Liv's sponsor and what is actually going on with her. And I don't know, child. Like, I'm thinking about it. Like, that has come up so many times and y'all are asking me to make a video. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Sis is gone. Sis is abracadabra. Poof, she gone. Like, that's all I'm gonna say in the video. I think that maybe worst case, Leslie OD'd, or maybe is in the hospital and is struggling herself because she relapsed. But I don't think that in episodes 9 and 10, Liv runs away because she's looking for her sponsor. I think the last time that we saw Liv interact with her sponsor, which I think was actually the first time, when she was like, where have you been? I've been like looking for you. I had a moment or whatever. I think that was the moment where Liv realized that she couldn't even depend on her sponsor anymore, which is why we don't see her actually reach out at all. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think she's looking for her sponsor? Naya said bump Leslie too. Hey Naya. Leslie gone. Y'all are lit in this comment section. I said Leslie done chosen herself too. Yeah, so I appreciate the prediction, S. Mendez, but I do not think that Liv is actually looking for her sponsor when she runs away. Liv is running because she's a track star. All right, and then the last prediction that we pulled that I thought would be cool to spotlight, and that one says, oh wait, that is it. S. Mendez was the last one. My bad. That's a technical difficulty on my head, on my behalf. All right. So AJ Cube said Liv ran away because her parents are planning to ship her off to school. Y'all, we're gonna talk about that because I think Billy got some plans for her. And I don't think Liv wants any parts of it. All right, so I want to get into the trailer. I want to really talk about the Feel the Pain trailer. And I want to start with the clip of Spencer telling Liv about how she drove them drunk and how he will snitch if she don't do it herself. Let's take a look at that, y'all.
Last night, you drove us drunk.
Everything okay here?
You asked me to put my life on the line with the cops. If you don't come clean to your parents, I will.
I definitely think that Spencer did what he said he was going to do. Spencer. Uh, so it's a catch 22 because y'all know I did a whole video on why the car crash was a problem, and I was so worried about Spencer. But low key, bro had himself together. He was doing what he had to do for him, and he like, all right, I'll take this charge for you. I got you, but you gonna step up. You gonna take responsibility for what you got going on. You gonna tell your parents, or I'm gonna do it for you. And if y'all are on my live streams every Saturday, you know that this is a phrase that we use all the time. But in this moment, and Naya, you know, girl, you know what I'm about to say. You already know what I'm about to say. Spencer chose violence at that dinner. Like, Spencer was like, yeah, so Liv has been drinking the whole summer. Child, when y'all saw that part of the trailer, tell me in the live, what's going through y'all heads? Because I was just like, oh, wait, no, wait. I need to see. Tell me, give me the emoji that represents your emotion when you saw Spencer admit that Liv had been drinking all summer. Come on, comments. Jaw drop. Mind blown. I was like, yes, spike drop. I'm dead. Literally frozen. I was stressed. Yes. Anybody feel like Spencer was wrong for doing it? I'm gonna give y'all a second. If you feel like Spencer was wrong for staying out, go. We family. We can talk. We can, we can disagree because I don't necessarily agree. But anybody, speak now, forever hold your peace. If you believe that Spencer was wrong for outing Olivia, come on, face palm. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so we on the same accord. Everybody on the same accord. Ain't nobody mad at Spencer. Bet. So yeah, y'all. of course, like I said, I did the video where it talked about, why the car crash was a problem. We have the whole run in with the police with these guys. Every time we see the police on All American, please understand that it is a thing that is placed there on purpose. Like the team, the writers behind All American are never going to use the police just as like, oh, let's just have some police come and arrest them. They're never going to do that. Never, ever, ever. So this was always supposed to be a bigger thing. Yes, it is a bigger thing to help set up for the even bigger thing, but we just didn't know that would be Spencer would be outing her, and Spencer will be called to task about what he got going on and trying to save everybody. Because ultimately, that situation, even with the situation with the cops, it's like you can't really do anything about it. Like you can only do your best in that particular situation, and then it is what it is. All right, so let's go into piecing this puzzle together. How much of what we saw in the actual shorter trailer, the 20-second trailer specifically for episode 9, the Testify trailer, how much of, well, actually, how much of the Feel the Pain trailer are we going to see in episode 9? I've made a note of like a few points that I definitely think that we're going to see. So I think that we're going to get the "You Covered for Her" conversation in episode 9 for sure. I think that we're going to get, and let's actually play that. Let's play the few segments that I think that we're going to see in episode 9.
You know how serious this is, and you covered for her.
Our only choice is to save her life.
All right, so we got the "You Covered for Her." We're going to see Billy say that the only choice that they have is to save their life, is to save her life. That's coming up. We're definitely going to see the Olivia actually run off. They show Laura in the Testify trailer, but they didn't show Laura, or they didn't show Layla in the Testify trailer. So I'm really trying to put where we're going to see the whole Laura telling Layla and then Layla telling Coop and all of the like subsidiary stuff. But I think for the most part, the episode 9 is going to start out right after the car crash. They're going to have the incident with the police. They're going to go back to, or maybe it's going to be the next day actually. They're going to go the next day. Spencer's going to confront her pretty much immediately about it. Olivia, of course, is not going to actually do anything. And I'm hoping that, I don't know, I want to see, before I say this, do y'all think that the dinner scene where Spencer outs Olivia happens before that scene where he's crying in his house? Let me know in the live chat right now. After 50-50, you don't know. It happened before, after. I don't know, man, because I feel like the energy that Spencer has at that table when he says it, he's just so, it seems like he's just so done. It seems like he's just so like kind of confident that I feel like the crying scene happens before. So maybe they break up before and Spencer pops up at the baker's weekly dinner because Olivia starts to avoid him after that. You watch that? Y'all want to talk now? Y'all want to talk about Homecoming? I see the comment that said we need to talk more about Homecoming. When I did a video about Homecoming when it was announced, none of y'all had any rap for it. Now y'all seeing behind the scenes, y'all see the new cast, and y'all like, oh, let's talk about Homecoming. We're gonna get there. Maybe they argue before the dinner, to be honest. Yeah, Nathan, I agree. I think that they definitely argue before the dinner. Yeah, so Monda, and shout out to Monda Kendall in the house. Hey girl. So we saw that he was yelling into the phone at the end, the trailer that ended episode 8. So we already knew that he felt some type of way. So that definitely shows the next day because he was at the weight room at Crenshaw, right? So I think that happens. She doesn't do anything or doesn't do what he thinks is a valid action towards actual progress, and he don't think that she's moving in that right direction. And then maybe she comes to his house later that day and was like, we need to break up. And y'all saw the video. Like I put on actually Juliana put in the video the side by side of Spencer and Layla so that you could really see that they were literally in the same space, the same section. I really do feel like he was Layla in that instance, and Liv is standing where he was when he was telling Layla all the things in reference to their breakup. I really believe that's what we're going to see. Lexi, okay, so they didn't officially get together. What is officially getting together? Like saying, okay, now we are girlfriend and boyfriend. Because at this point, once you confess your love to me in a car and crash it with me in it, we're together. And ask me to switch seats with you, we're together. What are we doing? We're together. So I don't know about they weren't officially together. At the end of episode 8, I'm assuming they are together. Olivia is a thing and it's happening. And I feel like in episode 9 it ends. They're not together. Z said they're not together. All right. So, okay. We're gonna settle this once and for all. Give me thunderbolt emojis if you think that they are together at the end of episode 8. Give me fire emojis if you think that they're not. Let's see. Thunderbolts if they're together, fire emojis if they're not. Daniel said they're not. Trinity said they're not. Nathan said they are. The real 1800 block, they are. I'm seeing a lot of thunderbolts. Sorry, they are. Ruthie said, they not. Naya said they are. Dang, y'all kind of split down the middle. Well, as for me and my house, as for me and my channel, we gonna say that they together up until we see them break up again or break up in episode 9, child. They're both like on again, off again. Pennywise said, I'm confused, not gonna lie. We all are. It's fine. Yeah, so I do think that we're going to see that happen. And honestly, y'all might as well just get prepared for me to kind of come for Liv, because I think me seeing that moment is going to take me right back to Vegas when she walked out on him and broke my heart. And y'all already know when I recapped that video or redid that video and broke down the love confessions, and that actually made me cry. And I think it's going to break my heart to see her do it again. Like again, Olivia? I know you need help, sis, but geez. So just prepare yourself. I'm preparing for y'all to read me, but prepare yourself because that's going to be my response. All right, so then we get to the dinner. I did a video about Billy being mad at Spencer. And for the most part, I think a lot of y'all agree with me. Like, you understood why Billy felt some type of way. You understood kind of like why he was mad, even though you were like, yo, he still needs to take responsibility for himself and his kids and his house. So I'm trying to place where that falls into play, because at first I thought that Billy was saying that and not knowing that Olivia was drinking, but now I'm like, no, he probably does know that she's drinking. So I really am trying to see where they're going to have all of this or how they're going to have all this transpire, because they have the scene with Spencer and then he's in the office by himself and he's like, at this point, all we can do is save her life. Medicine, I was sobbing in that video. I was. Where do y'all think, what do you think that Billy's going to do to save Olivia's life? Tell me right now in the comment, in the live chat. What do you think that Billy's going to do to save her life? Move back home. Rehab. Trinity Bryant said probably send her to rehab. Monda said nothing. Why would he say it, Monda, if he wasn't going to do nothing? Be a father, pray therapy, move her to Mama Grace so she's the best. Billy won't do nothing but cry. Nisi? Wow. Chanel, you just chose violence with that little chat. You said take her to breakfast again. I can't. I'm weak. Not take her to breakfast again. Be a father, I'm hollering. Try to send her to a rehab facility and throw money at the situation. I hope he sends her to therapy. Charlie gonna have a prayer circle. They way past the prayer. I mean, you never pass prayer. Shout out to the man above. But they need a little bit more than that. He gonna try to ship her back to rehab. I want to believe that he's gonna try to send her to rehab, but I don't know why. But I feel like it's something more. And also, I kind of feel like I mentioned this offhand with I actually have an All-American Homecoming video coming out tomorrow morning. And in that video, I talk a little bit about Jordan and Olivia, who are going to be, Jordan, Olivia, and Spencer are going to be on that episode, that pilot episode. And I wonder if they're going to send her to a place, like send her away to school, to like a boarding school that is in the same area as the school that Simone is going to. Would y'all like that? Y'all think that's a good idea? Y'all think sending Olivia away is a good idea at all? Whether it's to rehab, whether it's to boarding school, what do you think is a good idea to help Olivia right now? Let me know in the chat. She needs therapy more than rehab. I think he's going to move back to the Baker house. She'll be under his watch. Senator Grace, support, therapy, AA meetings. She had AA meetings. That wasn't working, y'all. We're going to get there. We're going to talk about Layla and Olivia because I ain't going to hold you. Okay, so before I even say that, my lives every Saturday, we are rewatching All American from season 1. This Saturday, we're going to be going into season 2. And season 1, Layla was lit. And the subbies that join me have been like, oh, Erica is Team Spayla. Listen, in season 1, I gave Layla her props, and in this trailer, I give Layla her props because I feel like for the for one of the very first time or few times, we're able to see her choose somebody else other than herself that's not her romantic partner, and specifically like choose Liv. So like in the trailer, I get the feeling that she's just like, I don't care that I'm mad at her, I don't care that I'm pissed, I don't care that I feel betrayed, I don't care that I'm hurt, I care that something's wrong with my friend. And that is for the like honestly for the first time in their relationship. Yeah, they had the little moments where Olivia showed up when they did the memorial for her mom, and she showed up on Liv's 1 year sobriety anniversary. But even those moments to me did not hit home as real as what we saw with Layla in this trailer in reference to Layla finally deciding to show up for Olivia. Spence, I need to get the kicker. We're gonna talk about the kicker. And since we're talking about it, you know what? I was trying to go in a little bit of order, but since we're talking about it, what do y'all think is next for Liv and Layla now that we've seen this trailer? I want their friendship back. Talking to her would be a good thing. Anaya gave some claps for Layla. I think Layla should help Olivia. I don't even know at this point, Trinity. They'll be friends again and then near at the end of the season. Lexi, I don't feel like they were friends to begin with. So I want them to kind of start over. Layla needs to stay away from Liv. Z, why do you feel like Layla needs to stay away from Liv? Try building a friendship. Do y'all think that Liv is going to be receptive to Layla after all that has happened? Carmen Nicole said no comment. Carmen, don't do that. First of all, hey, this is my first time saying hey to you in this chat. Don't do that. You do not want to give Layla no kind of little itty bitty, even a piece of love. Like, what is up? Eric, an apology from Layla. That is definitely coming. She is definitely, once she finds Olivia, she's going to apologize to her. Jayla, I'm still blaming Layla and Coop for that car crash. I can't. Liv and Kia. Destiny, I agree. Layla was never really Olivia's friend, but I think that she's going to be one now. I think that Olivia finally standing up for herself and specifically telling Layla exactly what she thought of their relationship up until this point in episode 8 was the thing that Layla needed. Yes, she was very defensive in that moment, but the trailer tells me that something clicked for Layla. Like, even though she didn't seem like she received it, something clicked for sis. And now and I do believe that Layla wants to be a really, really great person. So now it's like, oh, if I want to be a great person, I also got to be a great friend. Nefertarian said, let me get that apology first, and then then ask this again. Naya said, but I think Layla really reflecting on herself. Hold the comment gone. I'm assuming that you said reflecting on herself brings her to this point. All right, so this is what I think is going to happen. And we can actually go into another portion of this in reference to who is going to find Olivia. So we know in episode 9, Olivia is going to run off. She goes missing. It's going to be 1 or 2 people that's going to find her, which is kind of annoying, but it makes for really great television. So, hey, that's where we're at. I think that either Layla or Asher is going to find Olivia. And if it's Layla, then we're going to see the apology happen. We're going to see a heart-to-heart happen. And I know y'all don't, you know what? I'm just going to prepare myself. Give me a fire emoji if this pisses you off, because I'm going to let you get this out. You need to be able to release. But once the apology happens from Layla and Olivia accepts, she's going to talk about she's not with Spencer anymore and is not going to be with Spencer. And I called this, y'all, in one of my previous videos when I talked about Layla's Savage season. I said that I don't think that Layla and Olivia can really be friends if one of them is dating Spencer. And I think that they're going to connect back partly with that. Partly with Layla really does want to show up and be a better friend and support Liv. And that's going to help Layla do that. Like Layla's going to be a little bit more comfortable knowing that Liv and Spencer are not a thing. The chat's on fire. The chat's on fire because y'all don't want to hear that Liv and Spencer are not going to be a thing. But they're not going to be a thing, y'all. Sorry to that man. That can't happen. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Spencer and Olivia are not going to be a thing now. And honestly, I was pegging it at the beginning of the season. I was like, oh, Spencer and Olivia will get together towards the end of season 3. I got them getting together maybe in season 4. I don't have it really like coming back and being a thing in season 3. And I said I'm more optimistic about it. All right, so that's if Layla finds Olivia. But it's a very real possibility, y'all. And honestly, at first, now that I think about it, I don't even need to be mad about it. Asher should probably be the one to find her. Like, Asher should be the one to put in the work to go find her in her car or Jordan's car, to go pick her up off somebody's corner or wherever she is, because time and time again, people have done that for him. And I could totally see that. I've seen so many comments talking about how Asher's probably going to be the one to find her. Like, let's see. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Um, Wait, where's the comments for that? Oh, here we go. Jasmine Solomon? Jasmine Solomon said, this may be far-fetched, but I think that Layla is going to be the only person who knows where to find Olivia. Tanika said, am I wrong for wanting Asher to be the one who finds Olivia when she goes missing? I know y'all will come for me, but I'd rather have Asher find her than Layla. And Antoinette Rick said, Jordan was right. Layla is the strongest person. She learns how to put her differences aside and shows up for people that she loves. I think Layla will be the one to bring Olivia home. What do y'all think? Asher nicknames. Listen, y'all know I'm not here for Asher or any day of the week, and definitely not here for Vanessa. But if he gonna serve a purpose, then he could be on screen to drag Olivia back. He can be on screen to make sure that she makes it back home and she gets the help she needs. I know I was talking about earlier, like, what do y'all think she needs? Everybody was saying therapy, but I feel like there has to be something else that we're not thinking of. But it's kind of, I guess, hard to speculate on that because we also don't know what she thinks that she needs or why she's actually drinking to begin with. But so we're going to see a reconciliation of Layla and Olivia. It might not be immediately jumping right back into the relationship. And I think that maybe this is going to happen in the homecoming episode, not particularly in episode 9. But either Layla or Asher is going to be the one to find Olivia. We're going to be clear about that. Okay, cool. And I already told y'all how I felt about Spolivia and what's going to happen. But do y'all think that they're going to be able to make it through this? Not necessarily as a couple, but if you do think as a couple, then you can still chime in, make your voice heard, and all that jazz. But also, what do you think is going to happen with their friendship? They all connect. Shout out to the super chat from Red Hulk. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Puffy Light Layla. Nobody care about Simone. Hey, everybody. Not named Spencer. Liv not going nowhere. Thought I raised you right. I cannot. This is my cousin, y'all. Red Hulk is my cousin. He's ridiculous. We talk about All American all the time. He actually, and he's going to try to take more credit than he should. But one of the ways that I actually started doing these videos is I was already having conversations with him after every episode. We would talk about them like they were our friends. And I randomly just decided to start recording my thoughts on it. And here we are. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. They're going to be close. All right. Truly Gay said they're not going to be close no more, and Layla will start caring again. Yeah. That part is sad, but I kind of feel that. Like, I kind of feel like this is really going to throw a wrinkle into Spencer and Olivia's relationship. Not because Spencer wants to abandon her or anything like that. Because Spencer is definitely the one that's going to hold you down at all times, right? But after Grace gives him the whole speech of like sacrifice being equated to love and he has to choose himself, I think we're going to see a season where Spencer starts to separate himself from the people and spaces that are enabling him to be the savior. So I think you might be right. Thank you, Anaya Garcia. How is your day? My day was hectic. Prepping for this live because I always want to give y'all just the best content possible. Like, I never want y'all to feel like, oh, I just threw up a video and I didn't really care about it or anything like that. Like, love and hard work and dedication goes into every single video. So today was a little hectic when I was preparing for this live, and I wanted to make sure that there was some visuals for y'all. I wanted it to not just be some little regular thing. But I feel good. Like, I love actually talking with y'all. I can't wait to do the live this weekend. And the live that we rewatch the episodes, it's not like this. So we don't do it on YouTube, but we do it with this app called Teleparty and Zoom. And I really, really enjoy connecting with y'all and talking with y'all about the show. So that's how my day is going. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you for your super chat. Yes, Monda. I believe that Red Hulk is my cousin who be trolling me. Just by some of the things that he said, it sounds like him. I don't think Ash will be able to find her. Thank you guys for y'all showing me so much love. I appreciate it. I done got off track. What were we talking about now, y'all? I know we were going through and breaking down what we thought was going to happen next. Please do another Zoom this Saturday. So in the comment section of this live, you can sign up. It's still open every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do the live rewatching. And I think, Naya, what episode are we on? Naya's going to put in the chat what episode we on, because she's been on every single one of them and been holding me down in that way. Why do I think Spencer was crying? Spencer's crying because Olivia breaks up with him. That's easy. Now you're going to troll me. You're going to keep super chatting and trolling me in the live. I can't. This is family for y'all. I cannot. So, and he's obsessed with, well, he's not obsessed with Asher. He's obsessed with Vanessa. Red Hawk is obsessed with Vanessa, and y'all already know how I feel about Vanessa. So that's that on that. B Dub says, I think that they will make it through, may make them stronger. Thing is, Liv isn't an evil person purposefully hurting people. She's sick and needs help. I agree. Liv is definitely not a malicious person. She's not an evil person. She's not a bad person by any means. She's just making a couple of bad decisions that's compromising her life and the lives of the people that she loves. But you're 100% right. She's not a bad person. What my concern is that we're like falling in love with this idea of Olivia, and then what if this isn't really her, right? Y'all, like, what if she's still trying to figure it out? And Naya, we talked about this a lot on last Saturday's live. It's like the Olivia that we know is in love with Spencer. The Olivia that we know is like about activism and really doing, you know, all these great things and is artistic. But then also the Liv that we're seeing has now fallen off the wagon and relapsed. And it's making me wonder, like, is this the real Olivia? Like, once she comes through this, will she not really be in love with Spencer? Is she really like a different person and she's going through the trials and tribulations of like discovering herself? And that like scares me. Oh, wait, we got another super chat from Antonio Kelly. I got in late, but I see you're still trying to peddle Layla to us. Antonio is also on the lives each week. And when I tell you that y'all hold me down so well. Antonio is like the soundtrack for our rewatch lives. His ad libs are just chef's kiss, perfect timing. He's always coming through and cracking us up, and we be going back and forth. If y'all are not on my lives when we rewatch this show and we do it together, then you missing out. I don't really know what you're doing for real. Like I don't know what you're doing. The next All American episode premieres on April 12th. It'll be on the CW app on April 13th. All right, I'm going through and I'm reading a bunch of you guys' comments. Yes, Maya just posted the next All American Live episode in the comment section. Anything I missed? Anything I missed in the predictions that you guys want me to talk about specifically for episode 9 before I give y'all a little preview of what I got coming for the other episodes? Anything I missed in episode 9 predictions that you want me to touch on? I'm looking at your comments right now. Y'all lighting it up. Yes. Well, Nia, we're going to see you at the final one, girl. No worries. April 12th is now a holiday. Jordan is not going to die. And we're not going to see the Jordan episode in the hospital, episode 9. Let's talk about Coop being back in school. Okay. Let's talk about Coop being back at school, Erica. No, all right. So, yeah, I mean, she kind of left in return. Well, she returned as quickly as she left. Shout out to Mama Grace out here mothering the whole neighborhood because child, they need it. I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about in reference to Coop returning to school? Yes, KDP. Okay, so y'all finish telling me what you think about Coop, and I'm going to talk about this while the comments pop up for me. But I am doing a live premiere party on April 12th at 4 p.m. So an hour before 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. An hour before the episode premieres on the East Coast, we're going to do a live, and that live is actually going to be able to have y'all in it. So y'all will be able to be on camera and we can chop it up. It won't be like this. Well, It'll be a little bit like this live. We're gonna have a little style and a little zhuzh, a little sauce or whatever. But I am gonna also be able to bring y'all in like I did with the episode 8 after party. So if you want to be on camera for that, look out. We're gonna be dropping the post for it soon so that you can sign up and make sure that you have access to the Zoom to be able to get on camera and chat with me about it. So look out for that. All the info will always be in the description box of my videos, y'all. So if anything is going on, you'll be able to check the description box of my videos. What about the principal? What about the principal? Can we speak of Mrs. Baker? That's going to be episode 10. That bomb is coming. Don't give Tamia no airtime. She needs to make better choices with her life. You know when they use your real name that it's serious. Don't give Tamia no airtime. What do I think about the principal and Billy? Y'all, I need more episodes to see. I don't know if Billy got CTE or if this dang on principal just needs to get over it. Like, I don't know if what happened, the principal said happened, really happened. I really don't know. Can we please talk about Layla Karen again? What are we talking about? I think I talked about it enough. Look, Antonio was like, Erica is still pushing this Layla agenda. Y'all gonna get me banned from y'all own subby. Like, I be trying to be down the middle. Should do a Zoom and live watch of the season finale. Y'all want that? Give me some fire emojis if y'all want to do a live watch of the season finale with the Zoom. I don't know if I can handle it. Y'all, I be watching these shows and I be so into them. I don't know if I want y'all to see me cry and act the fool cutting up. I be cutting up watching shows. Wait, what the hell did Antonio say? Oh Lord, all these fire. Y'all really want to watch this live? The finale. Maya's in my virtual my virtual control room. Maya's shaking her head. No, Erica, we're not doing that. Oh no, Maya, we just got them to give you some love. Now they're gonna be coming for you, girl. I'm in there. Okay, it's on the table. How about that? Y'all keep showing up for my videos through the rest of the season, and I don't know. Let me think on it. If y'all do that, we are going to definitely keep showing up for my videos, keep showing me love. I also have a couple surprises coming. Like, I'm working some things out, y'all, that I'm trying to bring to the channel because I don't want my channel to just be me talking about television shows. I got some hotness coming. So I need y'all to share my channel. I need y'all to be reposting me. I need y'all to continue to tag me and stuff. I love it. Like, when stuff drops and y'all tag me and send me things and DM me, do not ever worry about, oh, Erica, you probably already seen this. If you want to send it to me, send it to me. Please share my channel. Please share my socials on your social because it helps me in the things that I'm trying to line up and bring to you. Like I said, I want to be a channel that gives y'all more, like does a little bit extra, always got a little something going on, and really helps bring light to your life, a smile to your day, and is very consistent at that. And I have some things in the work that I can't really talk about right now, but if you continue to show up and show out how y'all are doing, I will be able to do that. Jacob 26 Fly Guy, thank you so much for your super chat. First time on your live. First off, you are one follow. I can't read that. Okay. Do you think that Olivia will snap at Billy for being mad at Spencer for protecting her when she gets the help she needs? Honestly, I do think a reckoning is coming when it comes to Billy and Olivia, but I don't know if it's going to happen that particular way. I think that Olivia has some things that she needs to work out with her dad in general, because she mentioned this before. Oh, sorry, y'all, my nose is running. She mentioned this before. She said, I think it was in season 1, how Billy, or actually she said it to Jordan. She didn't say it to Billy. She told Jordan how he has football with their dad, and he kind of, and Jordan abandoned her when they were younger, but she never really had the reckoning with her dad about like, yo, you don't show up for me in the same way that you show up for Jordan. And I think that that has a lot to do with how she was able to develop this addiction and to fall into this place of isolation. So I do think that there's a reckoning coming with Billy and Olivia. And I think that also because we also haven't seen any real moment of like, okay, they're good. Like with Laura, I think that we got to a really even place when they did the whole thing about the book report and like who is your greatest influence. And Olivia wrote about her addiction or pill, but she actually had a conversation with Laura about how strong she is and how much she looks up to her. And I think that that was us getting to see her like level the playing field with her mom. And I don't think that she has resentment for Laura, but I think she has a lot of resentment for Billy. And I do think that that's going to come out. So thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much for asking that question. I don't know if she's going to confront him specifically about Spencer, but I do think that she's going to confront him just in how he's navigating in their relationship. If y'all agree, let me know. Let's figure out if Layla actually lost feelings for Spencer. I actually was going to record a video about that, and I was just like, no, I'm not about to like Layla, Spencer, and Olivia y'all to death. But that's something to talk about. Do y'all think that Layla still has feelings for Spencer? Bye, Naya. Thank you so much for joining, girl. Yes, yes. Layla still has some child. I agree. I don't know. Y'all keep telling me the comments. I mean, y'all keep telling me the videos that you want me to make, because I try to mix in the stuff that y'all are asking me for with the stuff that I actually want to talk about. And sometimes it overlaps, but sometimes I'm like, all right, y'all said it, so I'm gonna talk about it. Like the Blair Pay Singer video that just dropped that y'all are reading me for filth in the comment section about. If you haven't, after this live, make sure you go and watch my Is Blair Pay Singer the Real Olivia video, which I have on the channel right now. We posted about Spencer Singer a few days ago. Tomorrow we'll have the homecoming cast announcement video, and then breaking down that and what we were going to see with that. So check that out. He won't go all the way with her in the love interest. I doubt she's over him that quick. Yeah, I don't think Layla is over him either. And I really want to do a video about it, but I was like, I think y'all might be over it. And if this isn't really a good time, because right now we are all focused on Olivia, so we really can't talk about Layla. So if I do a video, it'll come later. All right. I don't see any other predictions that y'all saying I missed or anything else we need to talk about. When do you think that Spencer and Coop will reconcile, and what episode? Honestly, I am hoping that Coop comes to reconcile with Spencer and he's like, I'm good. Like, I really, just something in my soul wants that to happen. So with that said, if that's the case, then I think that they won't reconcile until episode 16. If we get 20 episodes, maybe episode 19. So yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're about to shut this down. We've been on live for about an hour. If you have any other questions, or you want me to talk about something, you want me to make a video about something, drop it in the comment section down below. Again, I want to shout out my amazing team Vane, that's holding me down. I stressed them out, y'all. All the stress I feel from the trailer, all of the like, oh my God, we got to get these videos done. I literally pass it along to them and they're just like, all right, Erica, we got it. Shout out to them. Listen, Maya on social is just like, Erica, we have this many DMs. We have such and such and such and such. What is going on? Can you approve posts? So I am so, so grateful for all of my team. I'm going to take a second to shout out my team right now, y'all. On the screen, this is the people who are behind the scenes at Vane LLC, who are supporting me, helping making these videos come about and make it happen. Shout out to Abby, who is the production supervisor. Shout out to Maya on social. Shout out to Juliana, editor, Emily, editor. We also have another Juliana who's doing support social, Catrielle with graphic design, all the thumbnails, the custom thumbnails, y'all. That's all a thing. So, yes. And with that said, I'll be in the comment section right after this video. I thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really love y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.